I love me. I love me enough for the universe.
Hey everyone, so ignore like my camera angles, the fact that you can't see the top of my head. This is a video, I just had to break it down because I've been having a lot of conversations recently. Background story, just so you know. Having a lot of conversations recently with my creative director, with my support network, people in my team, everyone around me, like where am I going with this? What am I doing with my YouTube channel? What is AJ Healing really about? Because people keep asking me like, oh my gosh, are you a motivational speaker? Are you a healer? Like all of this. And I wouldn't class myself as any of those things at all. But people seem to find healing from things that I tell them. I seem to be doing this advice thing pretty well. So the whole point of my channel is to spread my story and help people along their journey. Now, when I say journey, everyone's like, oh my gosh, is this your spiritual journey? Is this a business journey? All of it. So what's happening with my business? What's happening with my spiritual journey? My mental health journey? That's a hard one. Bear with me on that one because there's a lot involved. Physical health, all of that stuff, like just being a great person, holding accountability, taking responsibility for your own actions, addressing traumas, triggers, all of that good stuff. But it's not all good stuff. And a big thing that's been an issue for me is everyone's like, oh my gosh, you need to look pretty all the time and you need to have your eyelashes done and your face beat and you need to do your hair. Oh my gosh, everybody is so obsessed with me doing my hair. I do my hair, guys, sometimes, not all the time. I don't feel the need to. Like, I'm in my house with my kids and my dogs. I don't need to look like I'm about to walk a catwalk. But if you see me out and it's an event or something, no, my hair's going to be on fleek. But moving on, I'm digressing. I can't do this whole social media influencer look. And I've tried, don't get me wrong. I've tried to fit in with the algorithms. I have tried to do all this whole like, I'm beautiful all the time and everything's love and light. No, it's not. It's not. We get into some really gnarly stuff. Shadow healing is not for the faint-hearted. Yeah, it's not. If you really want to pursue this journey, you have to face your shadows. You have to face your traumas head on. You have to be willing to fight battles you didn't think you were going to fight. And the universe is going to test you. This is what I'm going through currently. I am going through I'm being put into situations because I'm like, do you know what? I'm in a good place. I feel good about myself. I feel at peace. I know where I'm going. And the universe is like, but are you really? Let's test it. And keeps throwing me in situations and I'm like, oh, this is a test. You nearly got me. But no, I'm not going to stress. I'm not going to get emotional. I'm not going to do that. And then I come home, or at the end of the day, if it happened at home, I go and have a lovely bubble bath and cry, because it is okay to express emotions. But I keep hearing, I'm very blunt. I don't have judgment. Like, each to their own. Do what you are doing, boo. I do not care. In the most respectful way possible. I do not care. As long as you are healthy, as long as you are not hurting people that don't want to be hurt, I don't care what you're doing with your life. I don't care about any of it. To be honest, I don't care what your race is. I don't care what you identify as. None of it. As long as your heart is in a good place, your soul is pure or being cleansed, I'm cool with it. Do you? But also, I'm very blunt, and a friend pulled me up on it literally about a week ago. My friend pulled me up on it and was just like, you say things and that must have hurt their pride. Pride is not a good thing. Living with pride is not a good thing. So if I hurt your pride, or I hurt your ego, or I say something that is offensive, no, I am not doing it to offend you or what you stand for. But take what I have said and look at it and actually hold accountability. So, yes, it has offended you, but why did it offend you? Am I actually attacking you as a person? Am I actually attacking what you stand for, which you wholeheartedly believe is a good thing? Or am I attacking something that is negative, not necessary, and is not helping you in your journey of progress? Because if it is the last one, then let's work through it. Let's have a conversation. To be honest, anything other than it just offending you, but you don't have a real reason for it, I'm here for the conversation, because I am trying to teach people accountability. I'm trying to take accountability for my own actions as well. But I'm not going to keep doing this love and light thing, because life isn't love and light. We can't appreciate the sunshine without feeling rain. We can't appreciate light without seeing darkness. Like, we have to go through things to be able to grow. Now, a lot of people are at a stage in their life where they've not faced the things that they've been through. So they're not finding the positives, the lessons, or the progression in the situation. Everyone, well, I can't say everybody because it's not everybody, but majority of people these days have a massive chip on their shoulder that's not necessary. Now, having a chip on your shoulder is okay in a lot of situations because it drives you. If you feel you deserve something and you're going for it, carry that chip, do it. If you're sitting here thinking, oh my gosh, the world hates me and everyone needs to give me handouts because I went through this situation as a child, or I went through this situation in my last job, or this situation in my last relationship, bullshit. Nobody owes you anything. And this is what my channel is going to tell everyone. No one owes you anything. You are your own and only responsibility. And until you accept that, you're not going to be able to grow. So if you're here for the gnarly things and to actually address these things and get into that side of stuff where it's like, okay, yeah, I was done wrong in that situation, but I could have handled it this way. I could have handled the situation to it prior this way, which wouldn't have made me open to that situation, which then became traumatic happening. Let's discuss this. Let's go through this, because us sitting here and constantly being like, oh, well, I can't say that because it's going to offend this person or this community or this group of people, or I can't do that because it's offensive. No, I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. I may not be politically correct in every video that I'm in. And do not get me wrong, if I overly offend you without realizing, please, I am not ignorant. Please enlighten me, educate me, message me and say, do you know what? The way you said that was a bit too raw, and this is why. Don't just tell me I offended you, because that's water off a duck's back. I apologize. If you come to me with education of, okay, then, well, this is where this actually originates from, or this is why these situations actually happened. If you've got statistics and facts and all of that, I'm here for it. Let's have a conversation. You can come on my channel. We will sit down. We will have the conversation publicly, because if I'm not educated, that means there's a whole group of people out there in the world that also isn't educated. And this is what my channel is about. Giving the information to be used to help you on your journey. Now, not everybody is going to accept the information I'm giving. Not everybody is going to be able to process the information that I'm giving, depending on the place within their journey that they are in. So, I'm here to give you the information. Now, there is only a certain amount of ways that I can free up information. as a person, as me, as this being on this journey, in this realm, in this dimension, in this time, I can only deliver the information the way I know how to, or the way I feel comfortable to. So I apologize if my information is not for you, but for everybody who does receive it, let's do this, let's go for this, and let's win and succeed, because we can't just be out here floating with these traumas and triggers and all of this stuff. But I'm going to lay myself raw in the way to help people. So get used to the no hair, no makeup, no bra, in my pajamas. Hold tight the Star Wars pajamas. Like, and let's do this. But if you're here thinking that I'm doing it for the likes, I couldn't care less. This is why I can't be an influencer. I don't care about people's opinion of me. Like, if you don't like me, you don't like me. That's cool. Your opinion is your opinion. But remember the key word in it, your. It belongs to you. I don't have to accept it. I don't have to do anything about it. I'm not here to fight for approval. I am here to send a message, deliver the information, and what you do with it is what you do with it. Like, that's how it is. My life is not going to change if you pursue your journey or not. Now, I'm here to try and encourage the world and everybody in it to be happy and peaceful and acknowledge what's actually happening in the world, so we can do things to ensure we're doing the best as an individual. Because if we have a group of individuals that are all doing their best, eventually we are now a group that is doing their best, which will then grow, and it will have the ripple effect. And hopefully one day, probably not while I'm even alive, but hopefully one day the whole world will be doing their best, and we'll start to eliminate stupid things that are not necessary. Now, don't get me wrong, I ain't trying to like fully take on, like, I'm not starting a civil rights movement or anything like that and take on the whole world, but I'm taking on my world and my universe. And I hope with the information I give you, you're able to take on your world and your universe. And you can introduce your friend who takes on their world and their universe. And eventually, we will all be at so much peace within ourselves, we can bring peace to the people around us. So, there it is. Like it or lump it. Oh God, I knocked the phone over and everything. Like it or lump it. This is the journey we're on. This is what we're going for. And hopefully I will see you again soon.